out then. Go back in there and bring them out.
I prompted them out. Okay, let me try again.
All right. Mr. Lynch, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. It's I'm trying to understand. You want to contest these matters?
I had to go back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go back in because I didn't get no prompt. I had to go back in to join in through 36 District Court website.
No. Well, listen. What we're saying is that we're trying to get you an offer, but it's my understanding after talking with your lawyer that that you don't want to accept anything. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
The thing is, I don't know what court cases is being brought up. The recent ones or the one that I already have a trial for.
I think all of the cases that are on the docket, everything that's on the docket, that you already had all this stuff set for trial. And what we did probably, okay, I see. I
sent some paperwork in, but some of those cases I got kicked out of Zoom. I send in the pictures through that document website, and I don't know. And I send paperwork to the law department for FOIA for the court cases.
Okay, what documents did you send in to the court?
It was the case where I had got kicked out of Zoom, and I sent in the pictures where I got kicked out of Zoom. I think that was the January of this year case, and they was like, if I sent in the pictures showing that I was kicked out of the room because I thought the case was dismissed, and I got kicked out.
Okay, so what do you have any documents that relates to your driver's license, insurance, or registration?
Like told the lady, the one I meet him, the judge, the person that I talked to on the last court case said we don't have no problems with you, and I said I'm going through the process of doing my documents to take care of Dearborn, because Dearborn the one that got it hemmed out. They didn't honor none of my paperwork.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a courtroom showdown where a sovereign citizen tangles with Judge Perkins. Right from the start, it's pure chaos, tech fails, broken audio, and Lynch scrambling like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. You can feel the tension rising as the stage is set. It's messy, it's awkward, but it's the perfect intro to what promises to be a legal circus you won't want to blink through.
Motion is
we're not talking about we're talking about Detroit. Do you have any documents? Hold on, let me ask my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask my question. Do you have any documents that suggest that you have valid insurance, valid registration, and a valid I can run your driver's license?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything because Dearborn the one that got me hemmed up. I can't even get no insurance without no license.
Okay, so so what we're trying to do, every case that you have down here in Detroit, we call into the record. And we have two officers. The other cases are going to be dismissed, but we have two officers here that are here, and what we're trying to do is either make a resolution now, and we'll present you with an offer. And if you don't like the offer, you can just go to trial. Today is the date and time set for trial.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today is the date and time set for trial. So, are you willing to entertain an offer to resolve the cases, or do you want a trial on all the cases?
I mean, which did you just say? Some of them are gonna get dismissed. I only have two. I know the one that I recently got. Everything is for the same thing.
Yes. So here's the deal. Let me break it down to you. It's two officers that are here. Corporal Bennett wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date, and Officer Dunn wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date. The other officers that wrote you tickets are not showing up, have not showed up, and we're just going to automatically dismiss those cases. So we can get you an offer on the 6 tickets that those 2 officers wrote you, are you willing to entertain the offer for those 6 tickets?
Benny and Don. Benny is the recent case, so that one I want to go to trial. I think the one I'm in trial for now is Dunn, correct?
You're on trial with both of them. Dunn and Bennett are set for trial right now.
So nobody received my paperwork, my traveling paperwork?
What is the paperwork gonna tell us?
Basically, I don't need no driver license, et cetera, et cetera.
Well,
I no proof of insurance, and my car was towed illegally those 2 times.
What does the paperwork say? Why you don't need a driver's license? Why you don't need any insurance or anything like that?
I send the paperwork into the law department, and I wanted the FOIA for the body cam and dash cams, and I haven't heard anything from them.
All right, we can get you that. We can get you that if there's some of that exists. Corporal Bennett, can you put your appearance record, Corporal Bennett? Hold on, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right. So we need to get if there's any body cam or dash cam, we need to get that to Mr. Lynch.
He has to go through the law department to get that, Your Honor. If he's requesting it, he has to go through the law department.
Well, that's what he said he tried to do. He said he tried to let's see if we can get that now.
We can't get, Your Honor, our person that would do that is on vacation at this point. There's nobody in the office that can get that for him today.
Okay, now can I say something for the traffic ticket that was done? The other officer didn't put his name on it.
Your Honor, can we just get an adjourn date when the people think they can have their video available?
Yeah, but I wanna just, what I'm trying to do is I don't want you to say anything as it relates to the traffic stops right now, because today is the date and time set for trial. But I'm gonna tell you this. You're suggesting, it sounds like you were suggesting that you don't have to have license or registration or insurance. Is that what you were saying?
I have documentation of that from the Supreme Court rulings, yes.
Here's where it gets juicy. Lynch can't even join Zoom without disaster striking, papers flying, and questions left unanswered. Watching him fumble through his documents while the judge tries to make sense of the mess is equal parts suspense and comedy gold. You start wondering, will he ever get his story across, or is this a tech nightmare that could bury him before trial even starts? Tension and laughter collide here.
All right, well, you need to get me that documentation because
Well, what's the email so I can send it to you?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay, my phone not seeing none of that. Only thing I'm seeing on my cell phone now, if I was on my desktop, remember last time I had issues with my desktop, so I'm on the cell phone, and I don't see no chat or anything.
Well, you should be able to hit the button down there, and it should
Okay,
pop
let me
up.
see, can I see something? Cause all I see a whole bunch of squares with everybody's face. And
You gotta come out of that screen.
huh?
You gotta come out of that screen.
What screen I gotta come out of?
The one you have to come out of the screen where everybody's face is.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get kicked out like I just did when I was in the breakout room.
You didn't get kicked out. We pulled you. All right.
I had to join back in through. I had to go back to 36 District Court website, get back in the Zoom room.
Okay. All right. Let's pass the matter, and we'll try to figure out how to help you with the technology. And in the meantime, we need to. Do you want an attorney appointed to you, sir?
I've been trying to get an attorney. Nobody will take my case. So how if the appointed attorney don't want to accept my paperwork, then I'm up the creek like in Dearborn. So that's why I'm trying to study how to write the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm doing that right now.
All right. Well,
Dearborn is the reason why my license is suspended.
I really want to see what you're talking about, Supreme Court, because I've never seen a Supreme Court case. Wait a minute, let me finish. I've never seen a Supreme Court case that says that you don't have to have a license or insurance or registration. Now I'll tell you this, I'll admit, I haven't seen all the Supreme Court cases, but I have never seen that. And I've seen a thousands people come in here saying that, well, not 1,000, but a whole lot. And I've never seen it work.
So, when Mr. Bennett Officer Bennett pulled me over, he was like, no, I ain't. He said, I ain't going for that sovereignty stuff. I said, I don't know what that is. I'm talking Constitutional Supreme Court ruling, and they towed my car.
Now the stakes rise. The court offers resolutions, but Lynch isn't biting. It's like watching a stubborn toddler refusing broccoli but with legal consequences. Every word feels like walking a tightrope between chaos and clarity, as Judge Perkins patiently tries to reel him in. The audience can sense the trial tipping one way or another, and the suspense builds with every back and forth. Who's going to blink first?
Okay, after 36, what was it? I didn't get that part.
After 36 is districtcourt.org.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna get it online and send it on my laptop.
I'm gonna be anxiously awaiting that. All right.
All right. I'm gonna send the law department thing too.
I'll be anxiously waiting all of that, and I'll pass the matter. It looks like Corporal Bennett is gonna be anxiously awaiting. It's gonna look like Officer Dunn is gonna be anxiously awaiting it. Prosecutor Mason is gonna be anxiously awaiting it, and I'm sure Ms. Soroki is gonna be, and everybody else in the room. This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
The plot thickens. Lynch dives into his paperwork saga, insisting he's got legal citations for days, while the courtroom struggles to keep up. Judge Perkins is giving that "I've seen this nonsense before" stare, and we can almost hear it through the screen. Suspense mounts as we wait to see if these documents will carry any weight, or if they'll crash like a bad Windows update in front of the judge.
Okay, I'm trying to put the attachment in. Here it comes.
Now, have you read everything that you're about to send me?
Yes.
No, I bet you haven't.
No, the affidavit, yeah.
This case stuff you're about to send me.
Yes, it's only 2 attachments. I got to get the right one because the first email was the wrong stuff.
Are we on the record? Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. I'm going to say this. I hope you've read everything that you sent me, and because you're filing these documentations with the court, and you're suggesting that these documentations with the court are saying are in support of you not having to have a license and insurance and registration, I believe, or all 3 of the above, or at least one of them. Wait a minute. Let me finish making my record.
Okay.
You're suggesting that the Supreme Court says you need to have either none of those documents, or at least you don't have to have one of those documents. So all I'm saying is I hope that you are actually have read and gone over what you're sending the court, because as I said earlier, I've never seen anything that supports what you're saying. I get people in here that submit. I can type in "don't need a driver's license" in the search box, and they'll give me a list of cases. And I hope that's not what you've done.
Things get spicy. Lynch explains his quest to climb all the way to the Supreme Court while Judge Perkins calmly destroys every claim with razor-sharp logic. It's like watching David versus Goliath, but David keeps hitting himself with the slingshot. Every argument Lynch throws out is a mix of ambition and confusion, and viewers are on edge, waiting for the courtroom fireworks to explode.
Okay. So let's just take it down, break it down. What I asked you was, you provide me documentation to show proof that the Supreme Court says that you don't need a driver's license to drive a vehicle, right?
Your Honor.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
Okay, all I want to say, that Supreme Court paper, you can forget about that. That Law Depot paper is what I've been working on, and I'm still trying to figure out how to go through the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm studying and learning how to do that, to do this, to take care of Dearborn, because Dearborn is the one that got me in limbo right now.
But what I'm saying is, I don't need to see any Law Depot. I don't see any Law Depot. I asked you a question earlier. I said, I hope that you're bringing these, that the stuff that you're. Wait a minute. I asked you a question, and I said, I hope that you're sending me these papers and these cases, and in support of you not having to drive with a license. And I hope that you've read the cases that you're using in support of what your belief of the law is and the Constitution and stuff. And I get this, and I've done it. I've got it. You're not the first person that's done it. And the reason why I ask you, are you familiar with your African American history, particularly the civil rights movement, is because you have submitted a case, Shuttlesworth versus the city of Birmingham. And you submitted this case in support of you not having to drive with a license. And it's kind of like throwing mud in Reverend Shuttlesworth's case, because Mr. Shuttlesworth, I'm sure he was a reverend. I'm sure that Mr. Shuttlesworth had a valid license and doesn't believe what you're trying to use this case law for. I wish you would have taken time to read what Reverend Shuttlesworth had to go through on this day, on April 12th, 1963, when he's trying to fight for our civil rights.
So much better, like single.
Because I think if you would have read it, you would have seen that most of what you have put in here and all the cases that you have put in here are complete. A Shuttlesworth has nothing to do with what you're talking about. And the other case,
I understand that like I stated, Your Honor, that paper is not updated. That right there, I supposed to took that out. The Shuttleworth, through the Alabama. No, not Alabama. I supposed to have taken that out.
You're supposed to take all this stuff out, because none of this stuff has anything to do with what you're talking about. None of it.
You read
actually, some of the cases are directly opposite, and they state that you have to have a valid license.
Here's the golden moment. Judge Perkins starts tearing apart Lynch's so-called Supreme Court citations, exposing the gap between fantasy and reality. The suspense is real, but the humor is stronger. You can almost hear the audience snickering at the sheer audacity. It's one of those moments where you lean forward, expecting Lynch to somehow pull a rabbit out of the legal hat, but spoiler alert, it's all smoke.
One with the wagon and the coach, what was that guy? He's in 1903. I forget the case. He's driving a coach. He's got a car in 1903. He's got a car in 1903. He had big money. and he's driving his car up this dirt road and he's speeding. And they give him a ticket, and they say not that he doesn't have not to have a license. They just wanted to automatically revoke his license because he had a license without a hearing. And he's saying, you can't do that. I have to have a hearing before you're able to take my license from me. So he's not even saying what you say he's saying. So this stuff is
in Birmingham. I probably had took that out. Like I stated, I haven't updated that.
well, you know something, I wish you would read this stuff before you even put it in this document. Because that's what you're supposed to do. I can hold you in contempt for filing filing this irrelevant stuff.
Do you get the law depot document 3?
I got the law depot document.
Okay, but basically that sums it up right there. That, like I said, that's not even updated paperwork. I sent that by mistake. That's why I sent the FRA paper. But that right there, I'm supposed to update that. But the law depot 3 document is 6 pages. The first 3 just tell you how to do the affidavit, which I forgot to do, but that refreshed my memory.
The document saga continues. Lynch sends over attachments while Judge Perkins reads them like a detective piecing together a mystery. The suspense is palpable. Will these papers prove anything, or are they just another epic fail? The courtroom is tense, the audience is laughing, and you can almost feel the judge's eye rolls radiating through your screen. Pure legal theater at its weirdest and most entertaining.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody that's coming here with this, they didn't win. I'm gonna say that first, right? And then some of the people agreed me and went to the Judicial Tenure Commission on me, and they quoted this same stuff, and guess what happened? They didn't win either. This stuff is nonsense. Stuff is nonsense. I'm waiting for you to tell me which court case applies, because you have Shuttlesworth in here, and that absolutely doesn't apply. So what you're saying, I would like to just one court case, just show me one out of all this stuff that you've given me, one court case that you said applies.
But like I stated, Your Honor, that little paper always get people upset. I send that one, but it hasn't been updated.
But you shouldn't send stuff that hasn't been updated to the court. But I'm just asking you one case. Tell me one case out of the stuff that you sent me that says it applies to you and your position of you not having have to have a driver's license.
The law depot document 3, that's what I send it.
I know, and you're saying, I'm asking you out of this law depot document 3, you have Howlett versus Rose, Boyd versus United States, Murdoch versus Penn, Owens versus Independence, People versus Bottle Traffic. You have another, constitutional articles. Tell me one of these cases that applies to your position that you don't have to have a valid driver's license to drive on the road. Give me one.
And here's the climax. Lynch's proof of Supreme Court backing is revealed, and Judge Perkins reacts like a master chef who just discovered someone tried to cook cereal in a toaster. The absurdity peaks, the tension bursts, and the courtroom turns into a stage for both drama and comedy. It's the perfect ending to this legal roller coaster, messy, hilarious, and unforgettable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Howlett versus Rose. Federal Supreme Court case applied to state court cases. My traveling documents, Supreme Court rulings, and the United States Constitution of travel. In this attachment and others not included have been stolen, sold, or to duly shared. I don't know. Let's go with Howlett versus Rose. Let's see what that says. I got a few more minutes before I have to send everybody to lunch. But I just want to know. I just want you to see how ridiculous this sounds. Let's go to the law depot document.
Yeah, you want to proceed?
You got to speak up loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Procedurally, do you want to get him a court-appointed attorney? And when you come back?
You know something? I don't want to waste the resources on the court because Mr. Lynch is probably going to present this to the court-appointed attorney. I can ask him whether he wants to, but if he presents this stuff to the court-appointed attorney, then they're probably going to come down on the same.
I can go into court records and find cases where the case was dismissed with the same issues I'm in. I will find a case and I will present it to you.
And he did indicate he was having a problem retaining counsel because they wouldn't accept his paperwork. So.
Yeah, I mean, I see why. Hallett versus Rose. Rose was a case in which high school students sued the school board after his car was searched on school grounds and he was suspended from school. He sued under 42 USC 1983, which creates a remedy for violations of federal rights committed by persons acting under the color of state law. The student claimed he was suspended without due process because his car was searched in violation of the 4th and 14th Amendment. The court dismissed the complaint against the school board for lack of jurisdiction. Where does that say you don't have to have a valid license?
Your Honor, I will get up-to-date cases where court cases were dismissed with my same issue. I will get the court the up-to-date 2020 to 2024.
I believe it was a waste of time. What are we, today's the date concept of trial?
Yes, sir. Do you want to take testimony right quick?
Do you want a trial, sir, or what do you want? I'm not. So you want a trial? We can take testimony now, or you can take the deal. This stuff that he's talking about that he's presenting to the court, yeah, I think it's a waste of time.
I go to trial.
Your Honor, he did make a FOIA request for the video and those things. I think they should be presented before he goes to trial.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He did. All right.